Hello, this is Michael Renz with MPG Xtreme. We're extremely excited here tonight to host our first opportunity zone for people in the world that want to take a look at our business and share this opportunity with as we open up the global markets. We got a great presentation for you here today, and our presenter is Ruby executive out of Arkansas, Mitch Cantelli. I've known Mitch for 4 or 5 years, and he's the real deal. He's a guy out there getting it done. And we got a great presentation for you here today. Many guest speakers, Ruby executive Jason Meisner. We have several platinums on here tonight. Emerald director Coach Blaine Williams as well. And feel free to take pictures, share what you need out of this, and welcome to all the guests that are on here tonight, and welcome to all the members. Mitch, go ahead and take it away, sir.
All right. Hey, welcome everybody. I am glad you're here. And this couldn't be a better time to be taking a look at this information. If you're a guest, like I said, I just want to welcome you. You know, I saw this information not too awful long ago. And my friend Michael Renz there actually had reached out and he shared with me this information. We were actually in pre-launch at the time. We couldn't even join anything. I know some of you might be in a country where you can't even join yet, but hang in there. It's coming. And we've got a list of countries I'll mention here as we go along. But welcome to MPG Xtreme Marketplace Global. I got a quick question for you. Let me ask you this. Who do you know that uses gas or diesel? It's kind of a funny question, you know? Everybody, right? Everybody. And a good friend of mine, he says that this is a need, not a want. Does that make sense? I mean, any other business or most everything else that you might look at is a want, right? People don't have to buy that stuff, all right? In this particular case, we can actually make money by helping people save money on their number one expense, or one of their number one or top expenses that they have every month, okay? So a little bit of background here. This is a new opportunity without the risk of a typical startup. Okay, this is our CEO, Randy and CEOs, Randy and Kathy Tyner. These are upstanding people, very, very good people, real people. We're located, the company is actually located in Maple Grove, Minnesota. It's an 18,000 square foot facility, warehousing and manufacturing. And I just want you to know, this isn't some kind of a garage operation or mailroom operation. Randy and Kathy have been in business for over 20 years. In this industry. And what had happened was Andrew and Nancy Burling were part of the same company that Michael Renz and I was a part of. And because of the COVID and some bad decisions at the company level, the company was going downhill. Andrew and Nancy had experience with this product from a number of years back. They had obtained the exclusive worldwide rights to the product, took it to and the previous company owner basically turned them down, probably money troubles or just bad decisions, I don't know, but turned them down. They took the product to the Tynerts. A new company was formed, MPG Xtreme. And when I found out that it had something to do with saving people money on their fuel, I got really, really excited. Mike told me a little bit about it because he had that experience, but I hadn't. But I knew that this was something that was going to be big. And basically what it is it's a tablet you pop in your fuel tank, one tablet, treats 10, 20 gallons of fuel. And it's a catalyst for helping the fuel burn cleaner. It helps boost octane, optimize fuel economy, improve power and performance, reduce, I'm sure by now your head is spinning, right? You could think of all the different applications for such a product. And this isn't something that was just cooked up. This is 30 years in the making, highly scientific. The gentleman that put this together, that created this product, used to be a fuel engineer with Chevron, okay? So I'm just telling you, this is an amazing product. But imagine having something where we can actually make money by helping people save money. I mean, that is unbelievable. If you look around the world, fuel prices are insane. I've converted it here to liters up there on the top for those of you that are in countries where everything is in liters and meters, right? But this is the pricing in the U.S. right now. It's about $1 for regular unleaded, $1.22 for diesel, which is about $3.78. It's roughly about that same price right now. See the pricing there in Canada, very, very high. And if you look around the world, this is in gallons. But look at these countries. Look at Spain, $8.35. I mean, that's just unbelievable. And look at Greece and Norway and Hong Kong. I hear they're paying up to $12 a gallon in these countries. This is converted over to liters for those of you where that's your unit of measurement there. But look at that. Hong Kong, $2.99 a liter for regular gas, $2.66 for diesel. I mean, that is just unbelievable. And many of us think that gas prices are going to continue to go up and up. And some of my friends on the other side of the world were actually sending me pictures of people waiting in line for fuel. And they're always talking about the high fuel prices. So we've got something here that's pretty incredible. This works with gas or diesel fuel, right? This always comes up. Will it work with this? Will it work with that? If it burns fuel, gas or diesel, it works, okay? For me personally, when I started on the product, I threw one of those in the tank. I didn't see a whole lot of gain. After about the third tank, I started seeing a gain. My Suburban went from 12.3 miles to the gallon, honest average. I drove that Suburban for 9.5 years to, I just sold it actually, to 14.6 miles per gallon average. Okay, if you figure that out, that's about 18% increase for me. Now, not everybody gets that. Company says 8 to 12% is pretty typical. Okay, but this works in cars, commercial trucks, motorbikes. How many of you are in a country where, the primary mode of transportation is, motorcycles, motorbikes, right? Many countries are like that. ATVs, generators. What if you can extend the runtime or help people extend the runtime on those generators in parts of the world where generators are really, really important? Boats, scooters, heavy equipment, tractors, and if you're in the Great White North up there where Mike is, snowmobiles, I guess, right? We don't see those down here. But works with any, gas, anything that burns gas or diesel. We're fully insured, okay? You're covered. So, everybody, every now and then, if I forget to say this, every now and then, I'm not putting that in my vehicle. What if it hurts my vehicle? Well, one, I'm not a fuel chemist, okay? I'm not going to try to be, but I do know that they're fully covered with the insurance policy, and that's $1 million liability coverage per vehicle. So should something ever happen, let me tell you something about insurance companies. They do not like risk, okay? So they're providing the coverage because they know what? They know there's no risk. It's not going to hurt your car, okay, or your truck or whatever. We also have what we call the trucker crumbs. This comes in a tube, looks kind of like this right here. And it's basically the same product in crumbles. That tube treats up to 120 gallons of fuel, which is 455 liters. Our trucker buddies are going bananas over this product because they're getting, 5, 6, 7 miles to the gallon. Imagine a 10% increase in mileage for those folks, right? How much money could they save, our trucker friends, with this product? And some of them are saving real money as we speak with the crumbs. So these are our packages right now in the US. Now, if you're in a country outside of the US, and we're just opening your country, the packages actually might look a little different. Okay, in your country, I think in Nigeria, there might be a $99 pack, all right? But this is what we have here in the US. I got started with the $200 pack, the $199 pack, but they have recently come out with the trucker crumbs and the middle pack, which is $299.95. And that includes, the first pack actually includes 20 of the 5-tank trials. Okay, your cost is 10, they retail for $20, okay? And the middle package there is 15 of those 5-tank trials, 1 box of the trucker crumbs. Okay, and then the other pack there is $339, and that is 3 boxes of the trucker crumbs. Okay, so we're not talking about, to get started here, we're not talking about thousands and thousands of dollars or even $1,000. We're talking about a lot less money than that. And if you go ahead and provide some folks at retail, those first 5 tank trials that you get, you'll more than make your money back very, very quickly. You'll double your money, in fact. Timing is everything. All right. Now, if you ever wanted to be part of something in the very beginning, I'm just going to tell you, you are there. Now, there's things involved with getting it in, in the beginning. There's a certain amount of aggravation you might even have to deal with. Okay. This might not go as smooth as that. And this might not happen as fast as you'd like, and all these different things. But I'm going to tell you something. We are down here. You see that on the graph right there? Way down here. And it's likely that nobody you know has ever heard of MPG Xtreme. And if you're in a country that we're about to open, I'm just telling you, brace yourself. It's going to get absolutely crazy. Let's talk about the new products that we've got coming up here real quick, okay? We've got some new products in the works. Some of them are going to make a difference for you. We've got on the fuel tab side, we've got the premium mini caps. These treat 5 to 10 gallons instead of 10 to 20 gallons. So there's twice as many of them. And this here is probably the most exciting thing that I could think of, is what we call the Moto Minis, the premium Moto Minis. This is a pellet for what? Motorcycles, right? Motorbikes, small engines. This is going to be huge for some of you. Okay, just absolutely huge. We've got a new coffee product. Okay, we have this marketplace that we have that's got a lot of different daily use products. Some of these products are just absolutely fantastic, and I wanted to highlight this one. And incidentally, entire companies have been built on some of these products. All right, we've got a weight loss coffee called Slim Core Java. That's incredible. You can get that through the marketplace. We've got a travel membership that you can get through the marketplace, which gives you the best discounts on travel that you could possibly get anywhere. And that's available in the marketplace. Again, along with a lot of other fantastic daily use products. So if you look at the markets just on that alone, the direct sales industry, our industry is about $189 billion. The fuel industry is $5 trillion. And some of these other industries like travel, coffee, these are other huge, huge industries that you can tap into with MPG Xtreme. We have new markets coming on all the time, and we're about to see, so I know we're about to see South Africa. I know we're about to see Nigeria. Let me go down here. Nigeria, South Africa. We've got, I know about the Philippines. I know that's coming, although there's not a slide here. How about the EU? The entire EU is coming. And you might think to yourself, who do I know that know people in these places? Okay, because you can, help put together something really, really big that can benefit not only yourself, but a lot of other people in these countries. Mexico, coming right up. Mexico. You know what fuel costs in Mexico City? It's about $4.50 a gallon for regular, I understand. I'm not sure what diesel is there. And then let's go here, Hungary. And this isn't all of them, but we are a global company. And what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and hand this call off quickly here to Mr. Hollywood himself. No, I'm just kidding. Mr. Jason Meisner in beautiful, warmer Cape Coral, Florida, to share his story with you and to introduce a few other people that will be sharing their story as well. Take it away, Jason.
Okay, well, thanks for having me on, Mitch. I really appreciate it. Yeah, those of you that are kind of kicking this around, I'm sure you're thinking, well, geez, I can't wait to get my hands on one of these the same way. And although it is a 5-tank trial, of course, all of our expectations are, hey, man, if it would be tank number 1, that'd be great. And for me, it was, which is fantastic. Some others that you're going to hear from needed 3 tanks, but for me, it was 1. What I did was I went to a gas station here right up around the corner from me at our house in Cape Coral, Florida. I filled up without a tab in our 2014 Kia Optima, just a base model. And I drove it up to the first exit for Sarasota, and I drove it back, and I got a pretty decent reading of 39.7. best reading we ever had with the car. So I was a little concerned, like, holy smokes, I don't know if I'm going to do any better than that, but threw a tabbed in, filled it back up next morning under same conditions, used cruise control, all that, the same thing I did the day before, went up to Sarasota, same exit, drove back to the same gas station, and I got 40.6. So I'm like, wow, first, not even a quarter tank, and we're already seeing results. And up to, 5 tanks later, we're getting over 100 extra miles per tank. So the product for us is an absolute home run. And the next 3 people that you're going to hear from, they're getting similar results, you guys. It's absolutely amazing. So first, I believe we're going up to Utah to Rebecca Wilhelmina. Rebecca, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Take it away.
Hey guys, so I've been in the company since August 4th, and when I first got my hands on these tablets, I decided to put one in, and I started with 24.6 miles per gallon, and going on the highway all the way from St. George, Utah to Vegas, actually got up to 33.2. That's pretty darn exciting. When you think of it, how much you can actually save, right, in a whole month. Hey, look, people go shopping at Smith's just to save 10 cents a gallon. So, this is a lot better than that. This is a catalyst, and it does great things for your car. I often give out samples to gas stations, usually to mothers, and they're like, what's this? And I'm like, it's a vitamin for your car. They're like, a vitamin? I said, here, take a couple of tablets. Here's my business card, and just see if you like it. If anything else, you can be my customer, right? But no, I'm super excited to be taking this journey with all you. We got some great things coming up. Super excited for the international expansions. And we're going to be creating greatness in a lot of lives, not only nationally, but internationally. So thank you, Jason, for having me on tonight.
Yeah, awesome. I love that phrase, vitamin for your car. That's addicting. The next person we're going to bring on, we're going to go down to Houston, Texas. And this testimonial I know a little bit about because she works directly with me. And it's awesome because she documented it. And Lexi Stevens, are you ready to share your testimonial tonight?
I am. Can you hear me?
Take it away.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, when Jason called me, he kind of had me at, save on gas because I travel a lot, quite a bit in my little minivan. I have a 2010 Toyota Sienna. And so when I tested it, my husband and I are both very, very analytical people. And I wanted to know for sure what my numbers were. So my husband went online. He's kind of a technology guru, and he found what they call an OBD2 port reader. It's the same device that the mechanics use, to plug into your car to see why your check engine light is on. So you're getting the information directly from the computer of the car. And so I was able to get that to read my mileage, my emissions, everything. And I went on, this was my 3rd tablet that I was doing this test on. And I was going from Texas to Arizona. So it was all highway miles flat. If you know West Texas, it's just flat. So just all highways, miles, flat terrain. And I went from 23 miles per gallon, which is what my van is rated at to begin with, to 31.3 miles per gallon. So I was like amazed. Basically, when I calculated the math on that, I got an extra 166 miles out of that tank of gas that I wouldn't normally be getting before. And so when you calculate, what I did is I calculated that 166 miles based on the last place I had just filled up at that time and what I paid for gas, and it saved me $24.64. And that's including the cost of one wholesale $2 X cap, the one that I'd put in for that 3rd tank. So I was just so happy. I was like, yes, I'm on board. And then I'll just put in a little bit, not just about the actual product itself and how well it's been working for me, but the company, the people as well, since I've joined, have been phenomenal. I've been in a few companies before and they had some nice people, but they were very surface on the training and they never went as deep as this company has. And this team specifically has. And as far as teaching you everything, not just how to launch, but get going. So I'm very happy and thank you for inviting me. And thanks for having me. Back to you, Jason.
Well, thank you, Lexi. Pleasure having you on the team. And still to this day, I don't know if I can think of a better documented testimonial than that one. That's awesome. We're going to stay in Texas and go to a gentleman in Dallas who also has a triple figure testimonial. His name is John Hill. John Hill, are you there?
Yes, Jason, can you hear me?
I can. Take it away.
Awesome. So we have a 2016 Ford Fusion. We put in the X caps and were amazing results. We went from 360 a tank to a high of 525 and averaging 465 miles per tank. So a little over 100 miles per tank. My wife was blown away because, you know, proof's in the pudding. So during this due diligence period, we found out we got 100 extra miles. We started telling everyone, and word of mouth just spread. And, you know, we're excited about the business. I've been in the work from home industry 18 years. Since I was 20 years old, was looking for, you know, a place to call home, and finally found this and came across it through Jason and UK. Just blown out the water with the leadership, you know, Coach Blaine, Michael Renz, Nancy, Andrew, all the leaders, Jason, and really excited to be here. So thanks, Jason.
Yeah, man. Well, we're excited to have you. And thanks for. Well, as you can see, not exactly uncommon to get some pretty staggering results. And like Mitch said, 8 to 12% is the company line, but obviously when you start getting triple figures on top of that, that's it's obviously a little bit more than 8 and 12%. So if you can see yourself making some money here, this is actually how it's done. And I'm back over to Double Diamond Mike Renz. He's going to go over the comp plan with you and let you know how you can do that. Mike, take it away.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Mitch, for such awesome slides. We got an amazing team here and we're extremely excited. We got people still jumping in the room here, jumping in late. So what this means is basically there's no guarantees of income, but there's no guarantees in life. We don't know your work ethic, your habits, your ability, what it is you want from this vehicle. But the upside of that is there's basically no limits on the income that you can make based on your performance of teaching, coaching, helping. And Mitch has got some awesome slides here. So if you were able to, and I'm not going to call this an investment because it's not, you invest and you automatically get a return, but $230 to get yourself a package, to get yourself some product, to move out into the market, keep it simple. And you work this on a part-time hustle for 3 to 5 years. And I tell people it's a 3-year college, right? You learn as you earn, you learn and grow as a person, and you care about your people, you take care of your people first. But what would it be like for you if this did replace your income? What if this did become a 6-figure income? What if you earned the right to have time freedom like myself, where all I did was help people and work on the phone at my convenience? Now, don't make no mistake, we work extremely hard, but when you build residual income, it can pay you over and over and over again. And me, I like the freedom. I mean, I can't put a price on it. So, you know, it's basically unlimited earning potential here. You get retail product. There's people that are signing up customers, just moving product to the market. They're marketing it online through YouTube, Craigslist, emails, marketing, face-to-face. Mitch put a guy in the other day that ordered a 20-pack. He sold all the product and had to order more and doubled his money off that. But, you know, there's other ways of doing it too. So when somebody orders here, what's unique, it's real time. When they buy off your website, whether you talk to them or automatically, or they order from you, you don't have to have a cartload of inventory to sell them. It's nice to have it, but when the company ships a product around the world, you earn a commission, you see it in real time in your back office. We're paid instantly within 2 minutes and we're withdraw weekly. So on your packages of signing people up as a distributor, there's a $40 to $60 fast start bonus, unlimited, as many people as you want to put in. The dual team commissions is just a 2-team structure as you build an organization and your upline builds an organization. And that part of the plan is up to $30,000 a week in team commissions. And yeah, that is $30,000 a week That's a 3-year plan. I mean, not everybody's going to go to that level, but I look at the people that want to make an extra 300 a week, right? Your next door neighbor, helping them get some clothes for their kids, whatever it may be. And then there's a leadership bonus, which this is very, very high end. As you build up, right? You bring 4 people in, you become a silver, you bring 8 people, you go gold. And 12 people in your business is kind of the key number here. Because once you become a platinum, you're in the top 10, 15% of the company. And you just heard from platinums, rubies, and you're going to hear from an emerald here shortly. To earn 20%, if you haven't done this before, it is 20% of everybody you personally enroll. It's your front line of distributors, whether it's 12 people or 400 people, you make a 20% match on their check. And yes, that don't come out of their check. That's a bonus to you on top of their check they earn. So if I sponsor Jason, he made $1,000 this week, I get a $200 bonus on him. And that's just one guy I brought in, right? Because I have my 12. But Jason sponsors a guy like Mitch, and Mitch makes 2,000 this week. Not only does Jason get a 20% match of 400 off Mitch, but because I sponsor Jason, I get a $400 match on Mitch, right? So it's in depth. So, I mean, you might have 12 in and one person goes out and becomes a diamond, and at a diamond, you're looking $2,000 to $4,000 a week in team commissions. What's 20% of that? And you might have not even brought them in. It was somebody that one of your people brought in. So it's leadership rewards of serving people and helping people. And it's just an amazing, and it goes up to 20, 20, 10, 10, 10, 5, 5, absolutely unheard of. So, who do you would like to save money? And I ask people this, Lexi, do you keep your options open for extra streams of revenue? And I'm trying to hear from her what it is that would drive her to do this. Maybe it's time with the kids. Maybe it's a part-time job that she'd like to get rid of on the weekends. Maybe it's a new refrigerator, maybe a new car. Maybe there's something, a dream vacation, something that would intrigue her. Why would she sacrifice that extra time? And people today are on Facebook, logging in 30 hours a week, sharing a pizza, sharing a dinner. So who do you know would like to save money? You know anybody that uses gas? You know anybody that like to save money? You know anybody that would like to make money by helping people save money? And given the choice, would you like to save money, make money, or both? And I'm here to tell you, if you ask somebody, do they keep their options open for more revenue or not? Everybody wants more money, whether they want to admit it or not. Everybody wants more money. This is an absolute no-brainer. So we have the different packages to start at. A $199 gets you 20 packs, the product. If your cost is $10, if you sell them at 20, you double your money. I move them at cost. I want them in the market. I want people to buy directly to get it for $10. We got a $2.99 pack, which comes with 15 of these, okay, and a box of the trucker crumbs. And then we have a trucker package. Now, we're going to have other packages eventually with our new products we added, but for right now, this is the lead product. And I'm here to tell you, one of those trucker boxes at $129, we're hearing from truckers putting $500, $600, $700, $800, in some cases even higher than that savings, because that one box I think is $129 will treat 1,200 gallons of fuel. So if you're spending $6,000 on fuel, would you spend $130 to put $500 back in your bottom line and have your truck running better? So those are our packages. That's how you get started. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, these 5-tank trials are simple to do, right? We simply share them with somebody. We ask you, if I use this, will you give me a result? I need to know the numbers. This little $10 pack, ladies and gentlemen, there's people saving $50, $60, $70, $80. I mean, I'm going almost 70 more miles a tank in my Ford Escort, or not Escort, my Ford Edge. And our F-150s are averaging 23%. One little $2 tab's putting 20-something dollars in their pocket. It's simply amazing. So on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you see yourself? If you're a 7 or above, obviously get back to who invited you. Let's help you get started. If you're a 6 or less, get some more research, get some more information. This should about cover everything that you need to know. And I'll just say this before I go to our next speaker, is that it's not everybody wants to be a diamond and be a rock star here. Not everybody wants to be a six-figure earner. But when you have people in your team calling you that had a $280 check this week, and you hear them grow as a person, that they're inspired and they have hope, and that you're helping them achieve that, whether it's kids' clothes or just pay up some late bills or extra food on the table, you cannot put a price on how that feels to be a person doing that. So welcome home, everybody. Appreciate the time here. If you ever want to be part of something sensational, now is your chance. And to close it up here, it's about support. If you join this company, you have many lines of support. We're all here to help. And we have a gentleman here going to close up the call for us to take about 5 minutes to share with you his background. And to have people like Mitch and Jason and the leaders, John Hill, all the leaders, you know who you are on here, is too many to list. This community we're building, this is one team, one family. And we're just blessed and honored to have a coach and a mentor. We are going to have a training tomorrow night at this time. We're going to cover a ton of content and on the same website tomorrow night. But Coach Blaine Williams, multi six-figure earner, icon in the industry, and a lot of words of wisdom. Go ahead and share your thoughts and close it all with Coach Blaine. And Coach Blaine, I gotta find you here because I wasn't prepared to jump you on here, Coach. Let me see where the heck you are. Sorry for the delay. This might have threw the little recording off, but there he is. All right, Coach, take it away.
Okay, well, let's hope that this particular computer works. Can you hear me?
Gotcha.
All right. Hey, Jason, the bomb, man. That was great. Lexi, fantastic. John Hill, not only fantastic, but you're the best dressed man on the webinar. Can't say the best dressed person. Lexi's looking pretty good. Mitch, what a fantastic job, and what a team. And they say the size of the opportunity is based upon the base of the team that the opportunity is built upon. And when you look at the company, Randy Tynert and Andrew and Nancy Burney, and then Michael Renz and this group that you've heard from tonight, I can't leave my friend Rebecca out. What an all-star Rebecca is. Now, I want to just say this to everybody because we have a lot of guests on here tonight. This is a packed house. And I'm going to take about 6 minutes of your time, and I value people's time very much. So I'm going to promise you I'm not going to waste 6 minutes of your time. I'm going to give you something to really cling to when you get off of this. But before I do that, I've got to see if anybody recognizes this animal. This animal is called a koala bear, and that is the Australian flag. And I would be remiss to not tell everybody on this call that even though we didn't mention it, they asked me to wait till the end so I could show our new buddy. And you know what I like to say? He's our mascot for Australia. And what they say about him is he's got gas. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I want to thank Warner, who sent this to me out of Australia as a gift. And good on you, mate. Now, the other thing I want to show you is, I don't want to wear it because it's so beautiful. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is a Australia t-shirt. So when I go there, I'm going to end up getting an MPG logo put on it. And we're all going to go, all of us are going to go to Sydney, to Melbourne, to the Gold Coast, surfers paradise of Australia. Some of you have been there, some of you haven't, but you're all going to enjoy it in New Zealand because we are truly a global phenom. I'm going to take the last 3 minutes to say to all of you, I know this is going to sound probably not appropriate for an opportunity call, but I'm not motivated by the money. I've been in network marketing for 40 years. I've had the good fortune of making a significant amount of money. I've worked with some fantastic leaders all the way back when I was a young guy working with Bill Britt and the Amway Corporation, and up through the years with people that were making 2, 3, 4, 500,000 and more each and every month. 2, 3, 4, 500,000 each and every month. When you get around people like that, it is really valuable to get a notepad, a tape recorder, and to listen, to ask a lot of questions and listen. Because of the good fortune that we've had, because of effort, time, we own a beautiful ranch up here in Idaho on the lake. It's paid for. We have wonderful vehicles. They're paid for. We don't need a new refrigerator. Although when someone was talking about get a refrigerator car, I thought, well, I could use extra ones, maybe, right? Guess everybody can use an extra refrigerator in the garage during the summer. But what I want to say is what I am motivated by is doing something special, doing something over the top. You know, I was a competitive athlete when I was young. I still am highly competitive. I'm not as driven as I once was, but I'm extremely competitive. And I think that down inside of every single person that's listening to this or tonight, or that is maybe watching this recording, that deep down inside there, I'm sorry about that there is a burn to leave a legacy, to do something that is extraordinary. I just believe that about people. The challenge is that in the last few years, people have been beat down by the lockdowns, the COVID experience, the media that is dispensing all this fear-based information. And I'm going to tell you what I believe and why I'm here at MPG. I believe we have an opportunity. There's nobody around this place at MPG that carries himself like they're a big shot. Andrew and Nancy Burling, Jason Meisner, Mitch, Mike, Randy Tynert, these are just about the most average and ordinary people that you'll ever meet that have accomplished great things and have extraordinary dreams. They're not above anybody. They don't want to walk below anybody. They want to walk with people. And what I believe is that people want to come into an environment right now where they have true value, where their hopes, goals, dreams, and possibilities are considered, and they're given a hand up, not a handout. They're given a plan, a simple workable plan. They're given a business and marketing system that works. They're given a compensation plan that rewards the big player, but absolutely exceptionally rewards the entry-level guy. They want to have a product that everybody can use and save money on instead of spending money on. You heard it tonight. We pay $2 for the tab. It saves $10, $20, $30. And they want to know that whoever brings them in is going to introduce them to a group of leaders that will be with them through thick and thin. That's what people want. And I could talk to you about all the money we've made. Mike could talk about all the money we've made, but I'm going to tell you the best thing you're going to experience by being a part of this community is you are going to find yourself and you're going to find relationships that you can count on. So we know one thing. We know that you got a winner inside that's longing to get out and be a champion. You can do that. But more importantly, there's going to be people out there that tonight are on their knees praying for a breakthrough. And I'm going to ask you to become a part of this. Get back with whoever got you on this webinar. To get started tonight, we're not talking about mortgage money. We're not talking about break the bank money. We're not talking about I got to go home and fast and pray for a month to think about it. We're talking about a couple to a few $100s. If you amortize that over a year, it's about $1 to $2 a month to start a multinational business that can set you free. I'm going to ask you to make a decision tonight, number one. And number two, I'm going to ask you to plug into the system because the person that brought you in may be new. They may not know right now. But there's not a leader on this screen. There's not a leader in this team that won't give you a hand to get what you want. So, Michael, thank you for letting me come on. To all of you that worked the webinar tonight, I really appreciate each and every one of you. And to you guests, I can tell you this, it's going to be great to meet at the event that we're having in June in Colorado Springs. It's called the Catalyst event. It will be life-changing. And what's going to be fun, because it's only February right now, in June, you're going to have made enough money that you can buy us all dinner. Welcome to the family. Thank you, Michael.
Well, thank you, Blaine. You just heard from Emerald Director, Coach Blaine, top 10 producer in MPG Xtreme. And thank you to everybody that was on. I'm going to hand it back to Mitch Cantelli, Ruby Executive, to close her out and to see everybody tomorrow night. And take it away, Mitch. Thank you.
All right. Hey, thanks everybody for being here. Thanks, Coach. That was awesome. That was awesome. And, as Coach said, we've got an event coming up in June. This is something not to be missed. There's a limited amount of tickets, 500, I believe, and I think around 300 have already been sold. We're not talking about a lot of money here. $129 right now for a ticket to go to Colorado Springs, meet the people, see that it's real, get recognized for your accomplishments. And I'm going to tell you right now, the people that go to the events make at least 5 times more money than the people that don't go to the events. And this event coming up is going to be special. So I look forward to seeing you at the event. I look forward to meeting you. And I would ask you to get back with the person that invited you here and let them know you're ready to get started. With that being said, God bless and have a great evening. Take care.
Night, everybody.
Good night.